Good morning, students. Today I am here to take your science class again. I am AMRITA Miss. So last day we have learned about the transport within the body, where we have learned about the different types of systems I have talked about, and mainly about the circulatory system, that is having the heart, and we have learned about the internal structure of the heart also. So today we are going to do about the other parts of the circulatory system, like the blood vessels, and inside the blood vessels, that are arteries, veins and the capillaries. Along with that we will learn some part of the blood also. So first I am coming to the arteries. So what is the artery? Actually the heart pumps the blood, that I have told you in the last class. So this heart pumps blood into the arteries. Now the arteries are like the pipe like structures, and these are having the thick walls. The arteries lie deep inside the body parts. They can stand the pressure produced by the blood being pumped by the heart. So what does an artery can do? An artery can actually stand the pressure, that is the blood is pushing towards the wall of the artery, and these artery is actually helping the heart to pump the blood. Now arteries carry blood to all the parts of the body. These blood contains the oxygen and the nutrient portion and is bright red in color. Now the pulmonary artery, you know that is also a type of artery, but it carries blood. It is having low oxygen amount and means transported to the lungs for purification. So among the artery, pulmonary artery is the exception, that is having low oxygen amount and is sending its blood to the lungs for the purification. Now I am coming to the veins. As arteries, veins is also a type of blood vessel, but vein have thin walls and than the arteries, and it helps you know that I have told you in the last class that the blood in the heart never flows in both the direction, is only flows from upper to the lower chamber. So it is said here that the blood flows back to the heart through the veins. Veins have thinner walls than the arteries. They lie closer to the surface of the skin. So veins lie to the surface of the skin. The blood carries oxygen that is less in amount and is reddish blue in color. So the veins carry deoxygenated blood. The pulmonary vein, however, carries blood rich in oxygen to the heart for transportation. But here also there is an exception, that is the pulmonary vein, which carries oxygenated blood towards the heart for the transportation. Veins are very easy to spot. They stand out as blue lines. So if you will look after your body, there you can see many blue lines under your skin. Those are your veins. They are especially clear in hands of elderly people. As people grow old, you can see in them that the veins are very clear. Now we have learned about the arteries and the veins. Another one blood vessel is there, that is your capillaries. So each artery branches 15 to 20 times, becoming smaller and thinner each time. So these arteries break into smaller branches, and while they are breaking into smaller branches, these branches are now known as the capillaries. These in turn divide into a network of very thin blood vessels. Now these branches have very thin blood vessels, they are having the thin walls, and these vessels are now called the capillaries. Capillaries cover the lungs, intestines and other parts of the body. So capillaries are all over our lungs, our intestine and other different parts of the body. The very thin walls help in exchange of gases, nutrients and waste. So capillaries are the blood vessels that carry gases, nutrients and the wastes. Capillary network then joins together to form veins that carry blood back to the heart. Now these capillary actually bring back blood to the heart. Now you will have to learn the difference between the arteries and the veins that are given in your science book in page number 8. See, it is given here that arteries carry blood from the heart to all parts of the body, whereas veins bring blood back to the heart. Carry pure blood, that is arteries carry pure blood, whereas veins carry impure blood. Arteries are usually deep-seated, that is, they are located inside our body, and veins lie close to the surface of the skin. That is why we can see veins from our with naked eyes from over our skin. Now I am coming to the next part, that is the blood. Now you must have cut yourself quite often and seen blood flow out no matter what place the cut is. Blood is the liquid that flows all over the body carrying oxygen, nutrient and the waste materials. It is red in color and keeps circulating in the body throughout the different blood vessels, and it is made up of two components. One is the liquid part. Now the liquid part of the blood is called the plasma, and the three types of cells are present inside the blood. They are called the red blood cell, white blood cell and the platelets. Red blood cells carry the oxygen to various parts of the blood and bring back carbon dioxide for removal as wastes from the body. White blood cells protect us from the bacteria, virus and the other germs, and the blood platelets that help in clotting of the blood. Now what is clotting of blood? Whenever there is cut in our body, after some time you will see that the blood that is oozing out will stop oozing. So that is known as the clotting of the blood. Other functions of the bladder: it helps in transporting oxygen to various body parts and bring back carbon dioxide in the lungs so that it can be removed. It also carries digested food to different parts of the body. Besides carbon dioxide, blood carries other waste materials produced by the body. These are removed by the help of the excretory system in the form of urine, in the form of sweat, etc. Now I am coming to the last part, that is called the pulse rate. Now the heart pumps blood by contraction and relaxation. Now heart is constantly pumping the blood in the manner of one's contraction and other turn, that is the relaxation. This cycle of contraction and relaxation is known as the heartbeat. You can feel your heartbeat if you put your hand on the chest, on the wrists. If you will put on the your fingers on the wrist, then also you can feel your heartbeat. Now each heartbeat is felt as a throbbing within the arteries when the blood flows through them. You can feel the throbbing on the wrist. So while I am holding the pulse like this is known as the pulse. So we are feeling the heartbeat here. This is called the actually the heartbeat, which is also known as the pulse. Now feel these two places with fingers. This throbbing is called the pulse. So this beating is known as the pulse. You can measure the pulse rate in the same way as your heartbeat. This is given by the number of beats per minute. It is usually 72 beats per minute. That is normal in human beings. So this was your last part of the transport within the body, that is the arteries, the capillaries and the veins. Those are the blood vessels. We have learnt about the blood and also the pulse rate. You will have to learn about the functions given in page number 9 of the blood, given in points, and also the different parts of the blood, like the liquid part is known as the plasma, and the three types of cells: RBC, red blood cell, WBC, white blood cells, and the platelets.